Steam. Okay, so if we're talking about the head area right here, okay, I hope this camera can catch me good. If not, it's okay. The overhead on the other part of the channel can. So if someone on the vertical want to see it, you have to go to the channel and look it up. Okay, it's running right now. So right now there are two lives on run. One is vertical and one is where you can see overheads and stuff like that. Okay, all right. So let me get this off. All right. So I'm thinking the question was the person wanted to know, and I guess what I'll do is you know what make the job easier instead of me just focusing on that. Let me just give you a rundown of getting to the belt, taking it off, and maybe even working a little bit with this, and then that should probably cover this individual's question without me missing anything. How's that? All right. So let's do that. All right. Let me get my favorite gloves on. All right. Get my steel. I don't think I have the I don't think I have the link on, but I'll put it on later. The affiliate link for my Venom steel gloves here. All right. Big up to Sydney if he's watching. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Let me open this up here real quick. I gotta do one more thing, guys. Give me a second. If anyone is there, and if you're listening, if you're hanging out, I appreciate it. Okay. All right. All right. I'm just doing a few things here. Okay. All right, and I will go here. Right. I'll go here, and I will go here. I had this cool customer come in today, man. This guy was talking about sports, like the Browns, I think the Cleveland's, and he knew their back history, everything about this team. So anyway, it was just something. I run into some of the coolest people, man, I tell you. And if you have a business that's not just, maybe you by yourself somewhere and you're dealing with customers, you realize you run into there's some cool people out there, man. They are. And all shades and colors. I mean, no one needs to force you. No one needs to force you to accept people or whatever. That stuff happens on its own. When you start being forced into that kind of stuff, conformity, whatever, and that you have to do this and you have to treat people, you have to, it becomes negative. People just cool on their own, bro. And then whoever the knuckleheads will just fall off. That's just the way it is. All right, here we go. So let's say you want to change the belt, right? That's the first thing. Because this is fairly simple, right? Taking this off. I don't think anyone really need proper instructions on taking this off. You push the two buttons to the side at the same time, you pop it up, right? And if you want to use your hose, just pop this open and stick your hose in here. You're good to go. And I've used different things like, I'll tell you, I've even used, now Bissell has a tool that you can, it's a great tool with a little hook on it that you can stick inside this to clean out the dirt and stuff. Hey, what's up, man? Caroline's World, what's up? All right, Alex, what's up? And Rocky Commodore, that's a cool ass name. I remember the Commodores. Oh my gosh. That's a cool name. All right, so you can use even zip ties, something skinny that you can go with, but make sure you wet whatever it is in there first, because you're gonna loosen it up. If this has been in your closet for a while, whatever's in there is gonna be hard. Okay, so that's out the way. Let's keep moving. All right, I'm gonna flip this guy over on his belly. Okay, so if I want to get to the belt, a lot of the times when your brush is not turning, right, the belt that you need to focus on is the pump belt. Okay, if your brush is not turning, the belt you need to focus on is your pump belt. You focus on this guy here first, okay? This long, flat pump belt. Because this pump belt is sitting in this position, right? Just imagine you with your legs spread, right? And you just sitting like that. I remember in gym class, they used to have us. I guess they wanted us to be flexible. I don't even know if they do that stuff anymore. I remember this workout in gym, and we used to do push-ups and jumping jacks. But then we would do a spread, and we would have to sit there and but so imagine this belt is spread like this for like 3 months. Like it's sitting like this for 3 months. After a while, it's gonna be like floppy, 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 and it's not gonna be as you know you know what I mean. It's not gonna be tight. It's not gonna be tight. Okay. So this is normally the first thing you have to go and check out. Fair enough? Good. All right, next up. Now, if we want to, and I'm gonna flip this on the side a little bit, I want everyone to see it. Now, if you want to get to this guy and change this belt, you're gonna have to remove, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to mistake, you have to remove this. But to remove this, you're gonna have to remove this. So let's have some fun with this, okay? All right. So you're gonna take this off. All right. Make sure I did it right because, and yep, and there you go. This one comes out. Okay, and it comes into one whole piece. Normally, when you buy these, you could buy this whole thing. I believe they sell these. Okay, this whole thing right here. I know I ordered a set, so I had one. I have an extra one, so I always thought that it came like this. But you should be able, and I'm wondering if the other brushes can fit into these. Like, let's say you take this off, right? Let's take one of these off. Let's take this off real quick. I'm gonna take this off, guys. Right? Let me show you. So you're gonna change the belt. You're gonna put a whole new belt on. Right? Take this bad boy off. Just pull it up, and just be careful to cause what you're gonna have is, see, look at that. I just did it. I just did it. Well, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it because you're gonna do it. All right. It's the way this thing is. It's the way it's made. So now you're gonna take these off, right? And that's normally this is not the same belt as the first Bissell Revolution. So you definitely have to use your model number to get the exact belt. This is the wider belt, a little longer. So it's not the same belt as the regular Bissell Revolution. All right. Okay. So now, but the pump belt, you can use the regular Bissell Revolution pump belt for this. All three. You have the Bissell Revolution Pet Pro, the first Bissell Revolution, and this one. They all can use the same pump belt, but this belt will be different. The geared belt, the one that goes from the gear to the first brush. Okay. All right. Now, the reason why I said I'm glad I did it, because what happened there, there's another belt down here that keep these guys flowing together. Let me see what happened. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Hundal. Okay. Like that. It keeps them flowing together, like wrapping around in a circle. So one belt turns this first guy, and because this guy's turning, it turns that belt down there, and that it's like a pulley, right? So that's turning this guy also, okay? So that's where it is. So I've seen a lot of people try to put the belt over both of them, okay? Or they put the belt around these two. But the belt is supposed to go from, let me get this guy out the way, from this gear, okay? Let me get my picture out the way, man. The overhead is, I don't like, oh, shite. Look at the overhead. Ah, damn it. That's what I get, man. I tell you, this thing. Let me move this. Let me move this down here. Guys, whoever was on this other one, they're just screaming at me right now. Let me transition. Okay, good. It happens, man. Come on. Give me a break. Okay, so yeah, it goes from here to the first brush. Okay? Here to the brush. All right. Now, down here, let me show you what I did as a mistake, which actually turns out is going to be a lesson. So, when you want to put this other brush in, what you can probably do, there's a couple, you can find your way. You can get very comfortable with it. But you want to make sure this rod is through here first, because you're going to be fighting with this bad boy for the whole thing if you don't get it. This rod right here, okay? This rod right here. Got to go through here first. So you have to make sure this is set, so it's not you're not fighting with it. Okay, and hold on, it came off again. I tell you. Well, let me try it this way, guys. Because you could kind of sit the belt down in there and just kind of wedge it in, but I don't want to have you do that. Let that be a last resort if you're really having a tough time, because that's a fight in and of itself also. All right, here we go. Let's put these on and see. Let's put this on and put this on here, right? Keep them together. You see that? You see the two belts right here together, sitting together. All right. And now we're going to slide them at the same time, okay? But what I don't want is the belt to fall off. So I'm just going to pinch it like this. Okay? I'm just going to hold it while I try to maneuver this damn this thing, and I'm going to slide it down. I'm going to try to slide it down, and it's going to be tough to get them both at the same time, but you're going to have to find a way. So I got one now. So I'm just kind of holding it with my finger. And then I got the second one, and now they're both in there. Okay, see that? So I got them both in. So what I did is I pinched the belt so it wouldn't just fall off my hand. All right. Now that I have that belt on, this is always my pain, man. This is a pain in the ass, but it's you know, you do what you got to do. All right. So now you get this guy on. Okay, and you want to make sure that these guys here. You can see the metal. Hold on, gotta make sure this is over this. All right, you have to make sure you can see the metal in those little holes at the top. Okay, so let me kind of maneuver it until I can see my metal. Right, and then you also want to make sure you get. Oh, gosh, look what I did. Let's do it again. You got to make sure that the thing is over this part. This guy here have to be over this thing. So let's put that first. Okay. And let's make sure the belt is, one belt is on one side and the other belt's on the other side. All right. Okay. I gotta slow down. That's what it is. All right, here we go. So let's fit this in here, and voila. And now just kind of make sure your belt is, just wedge your belt up. And you could probably wait until you put the screw in if you want to mess with the belt. Okay. And put this here like so. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. All right. So let me make sure this belt is on here real quick, because I don't want to. I want to, and if I have to go back in, I'll go back in. Man, I am not afraid of work. Because I've done things and I make mistakes, and you say, ah, damn it, I gotta go back and do it again. Look like this is the harder way to do it. It would have been easier to do it the other way, to let it fit. You can still get it on there. It's just that it's a pain in the butt. All right, so now it's there. So the idea is, when this guy spins, this first one, when this first guy spins, the whole thing spins now, because they're working together. All right, so great. All right, so if your belt is not turning, if your brush isn't turning, if it's the moment it hits the carpet, it stops, most likely it's because this guy is slack, because these guys don't break that easy. Okay, these geared belts don't just break like that. Okay, all right, keep it rocking. Let's see what's next. All right, let's move this to the side. So I'm wondering if he went further. All right. And maybe that's what he did. Maybe he went further. So let's go further in, okay? So we're going to take this off. Again, guys, I'm trying to answer one of the comments someone left. This morning I was covering the power dash, and I was reading a comment, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this later on today. I'm going to answer this question later today, and that's what I'm doing right now. So now, this is a beast, right? To take these things off, there's screws everywhere. But I'm thinking he's referring to right about here. That's where my mind is at. That he's talking about this front piece right here. Sorry, this front piece right here. So let's go for it anyway. Let's take this stuff off. Oop. This thing was trying to fall. It's like, dude, chill, man. Don't do that. Don't do that on the show. Yeah. Let me keep rocking. Okay, where are we? We're here. Yeah, there's screws everywhere. They're gonna be screws where you're like, damn, why? Why is there one down here? But they want to keep this thing tight and locked, so I can imagine that's why. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. He was talking about a trade. The guy was talking about a trade that the Cleveland Browns made. Paid some guy, I don't know, some ridiculous number, 240 million or something like that. And they gave up a first draft pick. I mean, this guy knew everything about. I always get weird about that. They're friends that I meet up with, and they know every stat, every sports stat, bro. And I may have seen a game, right, that week or last week or whatever. I don't follow it like that, so they're talking and they know when the guy got traded, they know how much money he made, and they know who his high school girlfriend was. And I'm like, damn, bro. It's like, man, I want to be in the conversation, but I don't know crap about this stuff right now. All right, so let's go here. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure out how far I need to go to show you what I need to show you. Maybe this will get loose. Just trying to go far enough to get that bottom piece loose enough to move it, so I can show how to put it back on. Let's see this one down here. Let me see now. Let's see if it's loose enough. Let's see if we got far. Because it snaps out. It's a snap in, snap out deal. And let me see. Let me see. I remember. Come on, man. You remember. You did this the other day. Where's my flathead? Let me see if I had to do this. I'm just trying to remember, guys. Just give me a moment while I rack my brain a little. Nah, this is still too tight. This is still too tight. This is gonna fight me. I don't want it to fight me. I want it to come off easy. There's some down here. There's one underneath here. I got this guy out. Let me see. Did I get him out? No, I didn't. There's one under this guy here. Let me see. Let's move him out of here. Let's move him out the way for a second. Come on. All right. Okay, so him right here. Let's see if we can loosen it up. Let's see if that's enough to loosen up the Now, if you take all of this off, this whole thing's gonna come off. But it's just like it'll have me here all day, man. Okay, let me see. Come on, guy. Nah, still not loose. Damn it! It want me to go all the way. Isn't that how things? Okay, fine. Golly. Oh man, fine. Let's just take the whole damn thing off. All right. Gosh. All right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. Let's get this guy here. All right. Who else is out there? I think there's some under these wires. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get you. Let's get you. And what's this? And you. All right. So let's get you. Okay. And let's get you. Golly. Whew, whew, whew. Okay. So they're loose. Let's see if that's enough to break us loose here. Okay. That should be it. That should do it. That should do it. Okay. I think that should do it. I think that should do it. Okay. All right, good. So now I can just take my time and try to pry this thing off. All right, I think that is loose enough for me to do it. All right, let's see if I can remember what the hell I did to get this off. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this is down. Okay. Something is missing. Something is still holding it on. Something over here. I remember that one of these I didn't need to take off, and the other one I did. I'm thinking this is the one I can take off. Let me see something. Because there's a screw here that holds this port in, and I don't think I needed to remove that. I think this is the one I need to remove. Let me get him out. Let me see if I can get him out of this. Can I get him out of there? Can I get him out of here? Get out. Okay. All right. So we got all the screws. Go on, yo. All right, so here we go. So let's say he took it off, right? Let's say he went this far and he got it off, right? He got it off. It's off, right? Okay. So now we're gonna put it back down. I'm not going into pumps and stuff. We have another video on the channel for that. We went all the way in, man. We went all the way to the heater and stuff. If you need that video, just search the channel for it. All right. So now you're gonna put it back together. So if this is the part that you're having trouble with, then let's walk you through this, okay? Now there are holes right here. Let me see. Turn this. To put this thing down, there's a opening right here. So you're gonna have to get this little guy in this opening. So we're gonna make sure we get that part in. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Okay. All right. And we're gonna snap, but you have to make sure you get the clips back on this side. See, this is the side that's a little tricky. So you're gonna have to get these clips. You're gonna have to get these things to go under so you can clip them. All right. Okay. There are clips here. So if you're trying to ram it and it's not going in, it's because it has to get clipped in. One clip, two clip, and then also over here, these long ones. You got long holders right here. Okay, so this is probably what the challenge would be, because I can't see the other one being a challenge. I can't see, that stuff being a challenge. So I'm assuming this is what the gentleman is fighting. Okay, so now we start putting everything back together again, right? All right, and it's not fun, but you do what you got to do, man. You buy a machine, spend $400, $500, $600, and if it's out of warranty or if you don't have a service center, then you just have to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. You got to fix it, take it apart, and the way you start is starting. He's such a guru. No, the way you start is to start, man. You just record yourself or take pictures along the way or whatever, but start, okay? And you'll be surprised at what start to come to you when you start stuff. Just start. Because then if you're really interested in whatever it is you're doing, as you start talking to people, or you start looking for things, and one thing led to another thing, and one mistake gave you another idea, and you're like, oh, you messed up here. You're like, oh, you know what? And then you stop and it hits you. Damn, that's what I got to do. That's how it works. You're like, yeah. And you're mad about the thing that just happened, and then the idea just come to you. I'm telling you. And then now you're solving one problem, now you're solving another problem, now you got your shit fixed. But if you just get paralyzed and you don't do shit, now you're really a victim now of yourself, not of whatever, This is These people, man. Oh my gosh, I was watching a guy. They were talking about the Gene commercial with that Sydney Sweeney girl. And these people are pissed off, man. It's just like, what did they do to you? What did they do to you, man? Oh my gosh, you guys are so easily, they trigger you so easily, man. Just the littlest thing. It's like, oh my god. It's like clock. I can see people in a board and like, what do you think? What do you think if we say this, right? If we say this, what do you think? And then they put it out there, and then you're like, and then you respond exactly the same. And say, yeah, that shit work. I tell you, that shit work every time, boy. Every time. You watch. I got the formula. Oh man, you guys get triggered easy. I mean, me too on certain things, but I'm talking like, you know, like you're giving over your whole self-worth to other people. How did people condition you like that? Oh man. And I gotta laugh because we're all grown people, and if you can't laugh at yourself, then you got issues. But if you're grown and you still getting whacked in the head by the silliest stunts and getting you all the emotion, then you need to be laughed at. Do something. All right, here we go. All right. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, dude? All right, here we go. Oh man. Yeah. What did she say? She said, what? Oh my God. How did the commercial go again? Genes are passed down from mother to daughter or whatever, father to son. And, wait, right? I don't know. I don't even think she said I got great genes. Maybe she did. But she said, mine is blue, right? And people are, oh! I was like, damn. Ooh, look what she said. It's like back in, you guys remember that back in school? Ooh, you in trouble. Ooh. Oh my gosh. School days. I would trade, oh shit. I skipped a step. I would trade my bullies back in school for the bullies they have today. Okay? I would trade my bullies that I had back in school for the bullies they have today. Because the bullies they have today, for the most part, I'm not saying all of them, but for the most part, like word bullies, right? And the bullies we had in school were physical bullies. These cats were the real deal. You know? Let me see. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Am I doing it right? I think I am. Okay, good. Let's do it. And, but the bullies that today, you know who would have taken them out? The wisecracker kid in class. The kid in class that was a wisecrack. These people couldn't handle him because he would, you know, like you say somebody's, they say something about your hair or they say something about your whatever it was. These kids had no mercy back then, you know. They had no mercy, man. And so the kids learn how to snap. They know how to snap back, right? So you talk about a guy's hair, he's gonna talk about your shoe. Talk about you. Don't start with mamas though. Don't do that. But because mama jokes. But so I trade my bullies, man. I had cats that were looking at fights in the gym. Okay. No guns though. Just fights in the gym. Right? Kick your butt. All right, here we go. You see what I'm doing? All I'm doing is putting the screws back in, guys. I think this was the real dilemma for the person. And then this you just put back, put the screws back in here. You know, put them where you found them. All right. And I think that's, I mean, that should be, that should be it. That should be it, man. It shouldn't be too difficult to do that. Hold on. Okay. Like for real though. I mean, but like for real, honestly. We can't let our kids be destroyed by a word. You know, we were taught sticks and stones may break my bones and all that stuff, right? You're gonna have to tell these kids to be tougher than that, man. We're gonna have to. We can't do this. This is not good. These kids got to be tougher than that, man. Because when you get to the real world, the world itself is tough. But we growing these kids up to have a whole day off from school because someone insulted their hair. Just cut that out. You can do it. I mean, you do it with your kid, but I teach my son to be resilient. Oh my God. Don't, doesn't mean it's gonna work 100% of the time, but man, I prefer to be working on that rather than telling him that a person must call you this or else, or or if they make fun of your hair, it's like, come on, man, be tougher than that, please. Okay, there's a lot more tougher things in the world to worry about. All right, here we go. All right. Damn, I have a screw left over. I hate when that happens, man. Oh, you see me looking, I'm like, damn, the hell is the screw? There's one of the screws in there that I left. There's so many damn screws in there. I'll go back in off the camera. I'm not gonna go back in right now. I forgot. This is the always there's always a screw left over. Okay, except for those perfect people that they really take detail of everything, but. For the guys who are kind of moving through stuff the way I do, yeah. All right, but anyway, guys, that's it. I promised that I was gonna do this one, and I came back and I did it, got it done. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my nonsense anyway. But still, yeah, I think you can agree. We gotta make our kids tougher. All right, guys. Peace in here, Grease. All right, and I will see you later. All right. Stay cool. Stay positive. Stay warm. Stay cold. Peace.